Welcome to the Friday Five. It's June 21st, 2019, and we got a light show for you today because it's kind of been a low-key week in disc golf. So let's kick it right off. Last week, there were two big A-tiers that have some historical significance in the game. The first of which, the Kansas City Wide Open, happened down in Kansas City, Missouri. Paul Macbeth is your winner by 8 strokes in that contest, and Missy Gannon takes down an A-tier win by 3 over Hannah Macbeth on the FPO side. Up in Minnesota, the Majestic has played out in what is known as Kale LaVisca's backyard. Well, KJ USA came in and threw down. 16 down in the first round propelled him to a 5-stroke victory, and Rebecca Cox gets the win by 11 out in Minnesota. Number 2, the Ledgestone Insurance Open is this weekend. It is on the Disc Golf Pro Tour. It is online for all your favorite media teams to cover. Check out that weekend watch panel on the right side of the screen. That's who's going to be there this weekend. You got Jomez, you got Central Coast, you got GK, and of course, you have the live stream that the Disc Golf Pro Tour is known for putting on. Johnny V, Terry Miller, and the crew handling all that. This is the same city that we will play the World Championships later this year in, but it's not going to be exactly the same tournament. So while you may be able to look through some storylines, maybe some players can create a vibe ahead of August, something like that, but they're going to be two very different events. Either way, we can't wait. We're going to be out there. Charlie and I from the Upshot, we will be out there at Worlds this year, so we hope to see all of y'all out there. We are currently making all of our plans. All right, number 3, Chris Wicklund wrote a great article this week called "Are We Doing Enough to Help Women in Disc Golf?" Obviously, this is something that has been on the minds of all the movers and shakers in the sport over the last couple of years, and this installment of this topic and debate comes via Chris interviewing Ellen Woodboom, a touring FPO player, and getting her perspective on what happens out on the tour. What does she see from her perch? It is definitely great to add to the discussion. Please come and insert your own comments as well, whether on Facebook, on Instagram, on our site. We have a forum editor right there, or send us an email, discgolf@ultiworld.com, to let your voice be heard. Okay, on the Upshot this week, speaking of voices being heard, Charlie Eisenhood is on vacation, so I ran a solo show, but I invited some friends. I've got Baker Helton and Aaron Howard helping me out with this week's episode, and we get into some pretty cool topics, so you're going to want to check it out. Aaron came on the show to talk about the new installment of his article series in which he is seeking to debunk the long-held mantra that you drive for show and you putt for dough. In this installment of his series, he's talking about the C1 stat versus the new C1X stat from this year and what we can glean from it on road to proving or disproving his thesis. So you definitely want to check that out. Remember, The Upshot can be found anywhere that podcasts are found. Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iTunes, Google, all that stuff. Go check it out. Okay, and finally, Darren LeMay did something super cool. You know how we always compare disc golf to other sports? Typically we're comparing to the PGA Tour, but this time, Darren goes and compares the personalities of your favorite PDGA touring pros to some of your favorite NBA pros. So you're going to want to check that out, and it features awesome artwork by Jeff Faze, the very talented and a good friend of mine, touring player out here in San Francisco. All right, that's going to do it for a low-key version of the Friday Five. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. As you're watching this right now, I am on vacation as well. Just a little weekend trip up to Portland to Disc Golf Church. I'll be out playing some of those awesome courses, and I hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend as well. Until next time, we'll see you. It's the Friday Five.